Good afternoon, everyone. So, for today's video, we are going to discuss TLE and TVT Ed Majorship. So, halo-halo tayo ngayon for this session. Naririnig po ba ako, teachers? Paki-comment nga sa mga nanonood kung naririnig po ako. Naririnig po? Paki-comment nga po kung naririnig yung boses ni Ma'am Grace. No. Good afternoon, everyone. So, for today's... Okay, narinig ko na, guys. Ayan, nag-echo na siya dito. We are going to discuss TLE and TVT Ed. Okay. For today's... Nag-echo na siya dito. We are going to discuss TLE and TVT Ed. Alright, so ayan, ano tayo, halo-halo session ngayon for today's video, guys. No? So, teachers, bibigyan ko kayo ng tamang oras o laan para makapag-drills tayo sa majorship natin. And by the way, ang enrollment po sa Maestra Bicolana TL Tambayan is ongoing pa rin po. May slot pa rin pong available sa ating promo package. Again, yung promo package natin, it is worth of 500 pesos. Included na po dito, teachers, yung Prop Ed at Gen Ed. Okay, so ang General Education and Professional Education, during Sunday at Saturday lang po yan. Okay po. So, mamaya, may discussion kami, nasa General Education na po kami. So, ngayon, we are discussing here in our Facebook page, our free live discussion and TLE and TVT Ed teachers. Okay, so ayan, shoutout sa mga viewers natin. Sino-sino po ba yung mga nandito? Pa-share po ng ating live discussion ngayon. Okay, so pa-share po. Kindly tap your friends, mga kaibigan na nanonood ngayon sa Maestra Bicolana TLE Let Review. So teachers, ang pre-review lang po natin dito sa ating Facebook page is only on Saturday and Sunday. Yan lang po yung time na magkakaroon kayo ng pre-live discussion. Maliwanag po ba, teachers? And sa evening naman po, para po yan sa mga exclusive na nag-avail ng ating promo package. Okay po. So teachers, let's start. Okay, start tayo mga ka-warriors. Ready na ba? Ayan. So, this is halo-halo session under new curriculum. Okay, so time check. It is already 1:54 in the evening na. So, teachers, let's start with question number 1. Okay, so this question, teachers, it is a term denote whole range of technologies associated with processing information and with sending and receiving message. A, instructional technology. B, educational technology. C, information technology, or letter D, information communication technology. So what is the correct answer here, teachers? Again, I will repeat the question. It is the term denote a whole range of technologies associated with processing information and with sending and receiving messages. Okay, so let's start with letter A, B, C, and D. Okay, so ayan, teachers, elimination method ang ating technique na gagawin. O yan, shout out kay Ma'am Bia Marcelo, Ma'am Carlo, Sir Carlo Saboy Banagaw. Okay, so ayan, teachers, Liza Gonzalez Guevara, thank you for watching mga ma'am and sir. Okay, now unang tanggalin natin si letter A. Siya po ang i-eliminate natin. Pag sinabi natin, teachers, na instructional technology, it is a tools only. Tools lang po siya, teachers, for teaching and learning. So, hindi po siya yung pinaka-general and po for processing like yung tinatawag nating receiving the message. Okay? So, instructional technology, it is a tools. Okay? So, education technology teachers, it is a system. Okay? Tandaan nyo, ito naman ay isang system and resources. Resources. Okay? So, educational technology, it is a system and resources to improve education. So, ibig sabihin, we have limited to learning setting. Kaya mali po si letter B. Now, we have two choices. When we are talking about the whole range of technologies associated with processing information, ang sagot is letter D. Okay? Letter C. Bakit pumali si letter C, teachers? Ayan. So, si letter C, teachers, is nakapokus only po to sa processing. O, pag sinabing information technology, it is talks about processing and storing information. Okay, so yun yung storing information. So, madaling salita. Okay? So, shout out kay Ma'am Liza Gonzalez Guevara from Zamboanga. Ayan, thank you for watching, ma'am. All right. So, shout out kay Sir Joris Luna. Okay. So, here, teachers, the answer is letter D. Pag sinabi kasi natin, teachers, na information and communication technology, it covers both processing information and also sending, receiving message, teachers. Okay? So, that's why, based on the statement of the question, siya po ang applicable. Okay? Letter D is the correct answer. Next one. Computer basically performs some function. Which one is said be the systematically true? Again, computer basically performs some function. Which one is said be the systematically true? A, input, process, output, letter B, input, output, store, and organize, or sa letter C, input, process, organize, and output, or letter D, input, process, output, store. So, teachers, based on the four choices, what is the correct answer? Is it A, B, C, or D? Okay, so unang tanggalin natin, teachers, si letter A. Okay, sabi ni letter A, input, process, and output. It is wrong. Kasi po, teachers, kulang po. Okay, so it is a basic flow but incomplete. Okay, incomplete po si letter A. Okay po, the computer also save result for later use. Okay, so anong sagot? Ang tinatanong is basically perform some function. Okay, alin ang totoo dito? Okay. So, teachers, ang sagot is letter D. Okay, letter D is the correct answer. Okay, ang nawawala yung store. Okay po. So, si letter B, mali po yan, teachers. Okay, wrong order po yan. Kung makikita nyo, input, output, store, and organize. Mali pong order yan. You cannot output the data before processing it. Same with letter C. Okay, organize is not a core basic function. Okay, so ito po, hindi po yan basic function si organize. It is si organize, it just a one type of processing. O isa lang po siyang processing. So mali po si letter B and C. So the answer is letter D. Since the point of the question is basically perform in some function, the answer is letter D. So start with input, followed by the process, sunod ng output, and last is stores. Okay? So, you complete and correct sequence, take a data, teacher, so we can work it to show send result, and isi-save natin, teacher. So, it is the standard systematic function of the computer. So, you will start with input, process, output, and store. Okay po? Letter D is the correct answer. Next. Izan ito. Is an area being where trainees can access modules aside from usual print and non-print media. Is an area being where trainees can access module aside from the usual print and non-print media. A. Distance learning area. B. Contextual learning laboratory. C. Institutional assessment area. Or letter D. Quality control area. So what is the correct answer, teachers? Is it A, B, C, or D? Okay, I'll give you a few minutes to answer that kind of question, teachers. Anong sagot dito? Okay, so anong sagot? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ayan. So, teachers, unang tanggalin natin is distance learning. Tandaan, ang tinatanong is the trainees can access a module aside from a usual print and non-print media. Okay. So, pag sinabi natin, teachers, na distance learning, nakapokus po ito only in a learning done remotely. So, kumbaga, it is specifically it is not specifically for accessing the modules alongside or sa print or non-printed media na tinutukoy. So, mali po si distance learning area. Okay? So, next is quality control, teachers. Mali din po to kasi dito natin ginagawa quality control. Dito tayo nag-check or we check the standards and the quality, okay, of the competency or assessment. So, it is not for learning or assessing the module. Okay? Mali po si letter D. Okay? So, we have two choices. Okay? Since elimination method ang techniques na ginagamit natin. So, is it contextual learning laboratory or is it institutional assessment area? So, when we are talking about the module, so pasok po siya sa contextual learning laboratory. So, bakit mali po si letter C? Letter C, teachers, it is used only for the test and evaluation. Kaya nga tinatawag na assessment area. Kumbaga, dito tayo gumagamit ng test and evaluation. So, it is not accessing the learning materials. Okay, B is the correct answer. Very good. So, contextual learning laboratory, teachers, it is designated the space where the trainees, it can access the learning modules, no? So, plus yung mga print and non-print materials. Kaya nasa contextual learning laboratory po yan. Okay po? Next one. The standard length of PVC pipe is blank. So, ano ba yung pinaka-standard length ng PVC pipe? A, 12 feet. B, 2.0 meters. C, 6.0 meters. Or letter D, 10 feet. So, ano ba yung pinaka-standard na sukat ng PVC pipe? O, ayan. Bigyan ko kayo ng ilang minuto to answer that question. Okay, the standard length of PVC pipe is blank. Okay, so ano po ang sagot? Okay, so the answer here is letter C. Okay, so ang standard length po ng PVC pipe is 6.0 meters. Okay, so si 12 feet po, it is common in some countries, but it is not the standard length na ginagamit natin here in the Philippines. Okay, so 12 feet, kadalasan ginagamit po si letter A sa mga international market. Okay, so letter B, mali din po, napaka-iksi. So, hindi po siya standard length for PVC pipe, na? So, mali po siya. And then, 10 feet, teachers, it is also shorter than the standard length. So, it is not the correct answer. So, the answer is 6.0 meter. Okay, this is the standard commercial length of PVC pipe That's why it is widely used and supplied here in the Philippines. Okay po, so that's why letter C is the correct answer. Next, it is a part of the letter which is inclined. Okay, part of the letter daw ang tinatanong sa atin. Again, it is the part of the letter which is inclined. A, swash. B, lobe. C, stem. Or letter D, Roman. So, what is the correct answer, teachers? Okay, so ano ba ang tamang sagot dito? Alright, so is it A, B, C, or D? If you know the answer, teachers, paki-comment po sa ating comment section. Okay po? So ano po ang tamang sagot dito? Okay, so ano pong sagot? Okay, ano na? Ano nang sagot dyan? Tingnan natin. Paki-like and share po ng ating discussion ngayon. Okay? So, dito teacher, since parts of the letter ang pinag-uusapan natin, Roman is wrong. Okay? Roman is the styles of letter. Okay? So, it is a style of letters with straight upright stroke, not inclined. Okay? Ang hinahanap natin is inclined. Okay? So, ang sagot dito teachers is letter A. Okay? So, wash. Lobe po and stem is wrong. So, si lobe po teachers, it is the rounded curve part of the letter. So, ibig sabihin, rounded curve part siya ng letter. Okay, sa part ng letter. So, si stem naman, teachers, stem is the main straight and vertical or slanted line of a letter. So, but it is not defined as a inclined by term. Okay, so, kumbaga, it is straight and vertical. Yun na lang ang tatandaan nyo. Straight and vertical. Paano na lang po sa mga notebook. Okay, straight and vertical. So, this is the part of the letter, teachers, as you can see. So, kung makikita nyo po, teachers, like I said, the answer is wash. Bakit? Siya po ang inclined letter. So, as you can see, si low po, it is used up curved part of the letter. So, itong area na to, low po yan. Maliwanag, pa-curve or bilog. Aside of that, si lobe, for example, letter C, sa part of the letters, lobe po yan. Okay po? So, pag sinabi naman teachers na stem, it is a horizontal and vertical unit. So, that's the parts of the letter. So, since ang point of the question is talks about the inclined letters, ang sagot po is letter A. Ano nga po ulit si swash? It is refers to the inclined or part oblique. Okay po, so the answer is letter A. Next. Plastic pipes are commonly used in water fixtures and installation. Nowadays, which of the following is prepared? A. Polyvinyl chloride. B. Chlorinated PVC, or letter C, cross-linked polyethylene, or letter D, polyethylene. Okay, so what is the correct answer here? So ito ang pinaka-common na ginagamit natin sa ngayon for the pictures installation. So is it A, B, C, or D? Okay. So teachers, the answer is letter A. Okay, ito yung tinatawag nating P, B, C. Okay, so sa letter A, teachers, mali po ba to? Kasi sa letter B, it is used only for the hot waters line. Sa maiinit. Hot water line. So, ginagamit natin yan sa letter B. Sa letter C naman, mali po siya, teachers, because it is flexible. Malambot. Flexible. Kung itong si letter B ginagamit sa mga hot water lines, so it is not a common choice for all water na tinatawag natin. Si letter B naman, it is a flexible and good for specific uses. Kasi malambot siya, flexible siya. Sa letter D naman, teacher, it is used for outdoor. O, sa mga outdoor, aside of outdoor, sa mga underground. Okay, doon natin siya ginagamit sa mga underground, sa mga main lines. Okay, so ngayon, for the use of water fixtures installations nowadays, so we will use PVC. Okay, si PVC, it is the widely used and prepared plastic pipes for water supply, no? So, pwede sa drainage and general plumbing. So, it is affordable and easy to install, teachers. And it is the standard in most residential and commercial project. So, si PVC po ang ginagamit natin. Kaya tamang sagot si letter A. Okay po. Ang ibig sabihin po niyan is PVC. Chlorinated PVC po, teachers, para lang po yan sa mga hot water lines. Okay? Pag sinabing ko chlorinated, para lang yan sa mga mainit na linya ng tubig. Okay? So, next. The Flaming Code on house drain provides that there must be no more than 2 closets that shall discharge into a 5 diameter. A. 3 inches or 75 mm. B. 80 mm. C. Less than 75 mm. Or letter D is at 70 mm. So what is the correct answer, teachers? Again, the Flaming Code on house drain provide that there must be no more than 2 closets that shall discharge into a pipe diameter. So, ano pong sagot dito? Anong sagot? Okay. I'll give you a few minutes to answer, teachers. Okay, so what is the correct answer? All right. So teachers, based on the point of the question, is talks about the Flaming Code on the house drain provide that there must be no more than 2 closets that shall be discharged into a blank. Okay? So ito po ang pipe diameter niya is aabot po ng 3 inches or 75 mm. So under the standard plumbing code, including po the National Plumbing Code of the Philippines, ito pong 3 inches or 75 mm, it is the house drain. So kumbaga it is the minimum size allowed to receive and discharge from water closet. Aside of that, the toilet. So, the rule state no more than 2 water closets shall connected to a 3-inch to 75 mm house drain. Okay, so kaya siya po ang tamang sagot. So next teacher, si B, C, and D teachers, mali po yan. Okay, so it is incorrect because ang pipe smaller than 75 mm and 3 inches are not permitted for carrying yung toilet waste. So, they are too narrow and magkakaroon po ng clog. So, masisira po yung ating CR. Pag mas maliit po dyan. Maliwanag po ba, teachers? Kaya ang tamang sagot, when we are talking about the diameters in the house drain based on the plumbing code, the answer is letter A. Okay po. So, next one. A metal or plastic fitting used to connect smaller pipe from a larger pipe. So, ito ay example of metal fitting o metal or plastic fitting na ginagamit natin para i-connect yung smaller pipe at tsaka yung larger pipe. So, anong tawag doon? Is it a reducer? B, is it an elbow? C, union? Or letter D, coupling? So, if you know the answer, teachers, kindly comment down the answer in comment section. Okay po, teachers, a metal or plastic fitting used to connect smaller pipe from a larger pipe. Ang sagot is letter. Okay, so they will start with smaller and larger pipe, no? So, wala pong sasagot ng coupling. Kasi teachers, coupling is wrong answer. Okay po. So, pag sinabi natin teachers na coupling, it is join. O, pwede na tayong mag-join ng two pipes dito. Two pipes, pero lagi nyo pong tatandaan, si coupling po, magagamit natin ito pag same ang diameter. O, parehas ang diameter. Pwede nating gamitin. Same diameter, teachers. Pasulat na lang po. So, coupling, it is join two pipes of the same diameter together. So, since based on the point of the question, it is not talks about same diameter. Kasi nga, from maliit going to malaki. No? So, mali. Pag sinabi naman natin, teachers, na union, it is very wrong. Again, wrong po si union because it connects. Magko-connects ulit po ito, teachers. Okay, ibig sabihin, they connects two pipes of the same size and they allow AC disassemble of water. Kaya mali po si union. Again, mag-stick tayo kung ano yung pinupunto ng tanong. Ang pinupunto is the metal or plastic fitting na pwede nating gamitin para makikonnect yung smaller pipe and the larger pipe. So, you will use reducer. Okay, so hindi po pwedeng si elbow kasi si elbow, teachers, it is used only to change the direction. Ginagamit natin si elbow para magkaroon ng changes of the elbow. Maliwanag po ba, teachers? So, ibig sabihin po niyan, mga ka-warriors, itong pipe na to, meron po siyang nasa 90 degrees to 45 degrees. Okay, so ibig sabihin, it does not change a sizes. Okay, maliwanag po. So the answer is reducer. Si reducer po, teachers, it is 15 na nakadesign po exactly to connect a larger pipe to smaller pipe. So nagkakaroon ng changing the size of the line. Okay, so kumbaga ito para sa malaki, ito para sa maliit. Yang ganyan ang reducer. Maliwanag po ba, teacher? So the answer is alpha. Okay, shout out sa mga nanonood natin at sumasagot sa ating live discussion, no? Pa-comment nga po, LPT na this incoming. Okay. Ayan, pa-comment nga po ng LPT this incoming September 2025 board examination. Okay, bawal ang antokin sa review ni Teacher Grace, ni Coach Grace, ha? Sige kayo, pag inantok kayo, bawal ang tamad sa review. Malapit na, ilang months na lang, magbo-board examination na kayo. So, mas maganda, mas maraming time na mag-review. And then, another tips, kailangan po everyday nagre-review kayo. At least mga nasa 50 question na sasagutan ninyo or 20 question. Sa araw-araw na ginagawa nyo yung drills, marami na kayong bala na pagdating sa board examination. And sometimes teachers, kung palabasan naman kayo ng concept, mahihirapan kayong i-apply pagdating sa situational question. Yung iba, di ba? So, kailangan balance. You read the concept, you need to apply it in drills or in situational question. Especially in our majorship, kung makikita nyo, ang atake ng board exam sa majorship natin is malaprompted. Maliwanag, under the new curriculum. Okay, so teachers, now, a basic prerequisite for plumbing project what should be connected for a faucet, toilet, and pictures. A basic prerequisite for most plumbing project, what should be connected for each faucet, toilet, and pictures. So now, A. Fixture shut-offs, B. Main shut-offs, C. Intermediate shut-offs, or letter D. Valves. So what is the correct answer, teachers? Is it A, B, C, or D? Ayan. Okay, so when we are talking about teachers, the valves, it is the general term po siya, teachers. Okay, so it is not, basically it is not the specific to individual pictures connection. Okay? Hindi siya yung pinupunto ng tanong. Marami. Faucet, toilet, pictures. Okay. So, next, teachers na tatanggalin natin is the main shut-offs. Okay. So, bakit mali si letter B? Okay. Si main shut-offs po, ang nagko-control po ito, main shut-offs, they control, anong kinokontrol ni main shut-offs? Kung naaalala pa, they control the supply of water. Siya yung nagsusupply or nagko-control ng water supply for the entire building. So, hindi po for, it is not individual pictures. Again, main shut-offs, they control a water supply for the entire building. So, it is not the individual pictures. Okay? Kaya mali po si letter B. So, ang ginagamit natin, teachers, is elimination method, ang technique na ginagawa natin. So, you choose the best. Picture shut-offs or is it intermediate shut-offs? Okay, anong tawag? May keyword na kayo, teachers, dito sa question. O ang tawag sa faucet, toilet, and pictures is pictures shut-offs. The answer is letter A. May guide po kayo, teachers. Intermediate shut-offs, teachers, it is wrong. Kasi pag sinabi natin intermediate, from the word intermediate, it is used for a section. O ano nga po ulit? Section. Okay. Or branches of the pipeline. Again, intermediate shut-offs, it is, ulitin ko, a section and branches of the pipeline. So, it is not for a single pictures na hinahanap. Okay, so the answer is letter A. Picture shut-offs. Okay, so si picture shut-offs, teachers, it is installed directly to each faucet. Naka-install po yan directly saan? Sa faucet, sa toilet, at sa other pictures. So, kumbaga, let's you turn off the waters, okay, in this specific item only without shutting down the whole building. O for example, yung faucet niyo sa CR, kahit i-turn off nyo yan, hindi yan mamamatay lahat kung anong nasa, kung ilang palapag man yung bahay ninyo, kung 3, 4, 1. Okay. So, kung ang faucet niya, i-off mo lang naman sa faucet sa CR lang ang mag-o-off. Kung sa lababo naman, sa lababo lang. Maliwanag po ba? Pero hindi yung entire supply of the building. Na pati yung nasa second floor na CR, pati yung nasa third floor na CR, pag in-off mo yung nasa babang CR, pati yon apektado. So, hindi po yun ang ha. So, ang sagot dito is picture shut-offs. Again, ano nga po ulit si picture shut-offs? It is installs directly to each faucet, toilet, or pictures. So, kumbaga, pag turn off natin yung tubig doon, yun lang ang apektado. Okay, it is the specific items only without shutting down the whole building. So, the answer is alpha. Hindi ba masakit sa mata yung kulay, teachers? Okay, so, in wooden floor system, the major horizontal support member upon which the floor system is laid is the blank. Again, in wooden floor system, the major horizontal support member upon which the floor system is laid is the blank. A. Floor joist. B. Seal. C. Girder. D. Headset. So, what is the correct answer, teachers? Ano po ang tamang sagot? Okay, so unang tanggalin natin si Floor Joyce, si Alpha. Okay, si Floor Joyce, ito po ay isang smaller parallel. Okay, Floor Joyce, it is the smaller parallel. Pasulat na lang po, smaller parallel beams. Okay, yun yung mga small parallel beams na nagso-support po sa floor board. So they are rest on the main support, not the major support itself. Kaya mali po si letter A. So now, headset is wrong. Okay, si headset po is not the structural term for the floor system. Kaya mali po si letter D. Walang kinalaman yan dyan. So you will choose the best, either B and C. Is it seal, C, or girder? So what is the correct answer, teachers? Okay, ano po ang tamang sagot? Okay, ano po ang tamang sagot mga ka-warriors? Okay po, ano po ang sagot? Ayan, teachers. Okay. So if you know the answer, kindly comment down in comment section. Okay, so the answer here is girder. Okay, letter C is the correct answer and letter B is wrong. Cecil, teachers, it is the bottom timber. Ano nga po ulit, Cecil? Ang tawag po dito, ito ay isaang bottom timber. So ito po, teachers, it is laid on the foundation wall. Naka-laid on po ito saan? Sa foundation wall. Nasa foundation wall po yan. Okay? So, kumbaga, they will support the frame. Sino-support po ni Seal yung pinaka-frame. O, yung frame, teacher, ha? Okay, so it is not the floor system. Ang sagot is girder. Okay? Si girder, teachers, it is the large. O, siya ang pinakamalaki. Large and main horizontal beam na hinahanap natin. Horizontal beam. So, itong larger main horizontal beam na to, they can carry the entire floor load and support the joist. Siya yung nagsusuporta si girder. So, it is the major support member na hinahanap natin. Siya po ang pinaka-major support member upon the floor system. Girder po yan. Ulitin natin. Si floorist joist, ano nga po si floor joist? Floor joist is the smaller parallel beams that support the floorboard. Again, ang sinusuportahan ni floor joist ay floorboard lang. Nakarest po siya sa main support. Kaya mali po siya. Cecil, ulitin natin. Is it the bottom timber laid on the foundation wall? Saan nga po ulit naka-laid? Sa foundation wall. Anong pinoprotektahan ni Seal? They support the frame. O, yung frame, sinusuportahan ni Seal. So, hindi po yung floor system directly. So, the answer is letter C. Siya yung pinakamalaking large main horizontal beam that carries the entire floor load and support the joist. Okay, so C is the correct answer. Next one. In carpentry, slicing or joining of wood using two side blocks is called blank. A. Lopping. B. Scarfing. C. Fishing. D. Jointing. So what is the correct answer here? Again, in carpentry, placing or joining of wood using two side blocks is called blank. Using two side. Okay. Using two side blocks. Anong tawag doon? Lapping ba? Scarfing, fishing, or jointing? Okay. So, lapping, it is wrong. Bakit? Si lapping, it is joining by overlapping. Okay, overlapping of two pieces. So, hindi po siya sa side blocks na tinutukoy natin. Okay, kaya mali po siya. Again, ulitin natin. Lapping, it is joining by overlapping of two pieces, no side block used. So, mali po si letter A. Next, na tatanggalin natin is letter D, jointing. So, si jointing teachers, di ba, kung makikita nyo, it is very general term for preparation or joining the edges. So, it is not specifically using a two-side blocks. Okay? So, ang ano kasi, based on the point of the question, it is talks about for the two-side blocks. Anong tawag doon? Okay, so we have two choices na lang. Okay, hi Ma'am Kate ako. Hayan, si Ma'am Kate nandito na. Is that scarfing or is that fishing? Hello, teachers. Sure kayo? Sure na kayo dyan? Honestly to say, teachers, ang carpentry, meron ding fishing na tinatawag. Hindi lang yan sa agriculture. Dapat alam niyo yung term na fishing sa carpentry. Okay. Fishing is the correct answer. Kasi may term na fishing sa carpentry. Hindi lang po yan sa agriculture. Maliwanag po, teachers. Scarfing, is it wrong? Kasi si scarfing, teacher, is it splicing by cutting ends. Okay, nagkakat po tayo at cutting ends. Okay, cutting ends into a slope. O, saan nga sa slope tayo nagkakat or notch the shape and fitting together. So, ibig sabihin, no side of blocks. Kasi nagkat tayo sa ends of the slope. Maliwanag po. So, ngayon, ipapaliwanag natin si fishing. Ma'am Grace, bakit po ba kasi may fishing? Alam namin sa ano lang yan, agriculture. O anong ibig sabihin ng fishing pagdating sa carpentry? Okay. Ang fishing po, teacher, sa carpentry, it is a splicing method. Okay, pasulat po. Splicing method po ang ibig sabihin nito. Okay, is that the splicing method of two woods o dalawang woods ends are aligned. Okay, ends are aligned and reinforced with block plates on the both side. Okay. O, ulitin natin yung jointing. Si jointing po, teachers, ito po ay isang general term po ito for the preparation or joining the edges. So, based on the point of the question kasi, teacher, naka-specify po siya for joining of two side blocks. Okay, so maraming klaseng jointing. Okay, general term ito. Maraming anong klaseng jointing? O since it is naka-emphasize, two side blocks, ang sagot dyan, letter C. Is, okay, fishing is the splicing method where two woods ends are aligned and reinforced with block plates on the both side teacher, naka-end po yan both side. So that's why fishing method is the correct answer. Okay, jointing is general term. Okay, so for preparation po yan for joining the edges. Okay, so kaya po tamang sagot is letter C. Okay po. Next, a type of root frame. O, ito teacher sa carpentry 2. A type of root frame consisting series of triangles used to distributors load and stiffen the structure of the roof. A. Girts. B. Rafter. C. Truss. D. Purlins. Okay, again, ang tinatanong teachers is talks about the root frame consisting of series of triangles used to distributor loads and stiffen the structure of the roof. A. Girts. B. Rafter. C. Truss. Or letter D. Purlins. So what is the correct answer, teachers? Ano po ang tamang sagot, mga ka-warriors? Ayan, thank you so much, Ma'am Miriam Altea Escalona. Thank you for the stars. Ayan, maraming salamat po, no? So, teachers, lagi niyo pagtatandaan pagdating sa carpentry. Kaya nga 'di ba sabi ko, ang majorship natin ang pinakamahirap sa LET examination kasi napakalawak ng area ng inaaral natin. Nasa atin lahat ng skills at konsepto. Hindi lang tayo nagtuturo ng knowledge. Skills ang itinuturo din natin. Kaya nga sa learning objectives natin, 'di ba? Gamit na gamit si CPA, si cognitive, affective, and psychomotor. 'Di ba? Kasi hindi lang tayo more on knowledge, with teaching the students on skills para paglabas nila sa loob ng classroom, pag dumating sila sa higher level, mas alam na nila yung strand na pupuntahan nila. Kaya sa high school pa lang, itinuturo na ang TLE. Ay, yung bata magaling sa pagkakalikot ng bagay, sa wiring. So, alam na ng bata ay pagdating ko sa college, I'm a electrical engineer. 'Di ba? So, hindi lang tayo nagtuturo ng knowledge, ng konsepto. Itinuturo natin lahat based on the industry na mga pangangailangan ng gobyerno. O walang engineer, walang walang nagtatrabaho sa barko kung wala ang TLE. Yung mga HRM na yan, saan yan pasok? Home economics. Yung mga nagiging automotive na yan, saan yan pasok? Electricity and electronics. Yung magaling sa architecture, magaling sa pagdi-design, saan yan pasok? Technical drafting, saan align? Industrial arts. O yung bata ayaw nang mag-aral kasi walang trabaho. Since merong TLE, alam na nila kung paano i-apply yung mga natutunan nila sa carpentry. Okay? So, teachers, triangle used to distribute loads. Kaya wag kayong papayag na nilalang lang tayo ng iba. Because TLE is pinakamahirap ipasa. Okay? So, teachers, Gertz is wrong. Ayan. Pag may art teachers, takot kasi bulol ako dyan. Okay, si Gertz po, teachers, it is the horizontal beams. Tandaan ninyo, si Gertz, horizontal beam po yan. Isulat nyo na lang, teacher, kasi pasmado kamay ni Ma'am Grace. Okay, so again, ulitin ko, Gertz is the horizontal beam on walls. So, kumbaga, siya ang nagsusupport ng panel. Okay, ano nga po ang purpose ni Gertz? Siya ay nasa horizontal beam na mismong nagsusupport ng wall panel. So, it is not a root load of triangles. Hindi po siya yung hinahanap natin. Kasi ang sinusuportahan ni Gertz is yung wall panel. Kaya mali siya. Okay? Next is purlins. Again, purlins, another horizontal members. Ayan na lang ha, horizontal members. So, kumbaga naka-resting po ito. Okay, naka-resting po ito saan? On a rafter, sa letter B. Resting on a rafter. Okay? So, kumbaga, mali po siya. Okay? So, we have two choices, either B and C. Ang sagot is truss. Truss ang tamang sagot. Kasi si rafter, teachers, mali po siya kasi nakaslope yung beams nito. Again, nakaslope po ito. Nakaslope yung beams. Okay, that support a roof covering. Siya yung nagsusupport ng roof covering. Kumbaga nakapaganyan siya. Itong mga to, ito yung nagsusupport para ma-cover natin yung roof covering. So, it is the single members not made of a triangles. Okay. So nakaslope yan sa sa beams. Okay, nakapaganyan. Siya yung nagsusupport. Ang sagot diyan is Torlians, ay truss. Okay, si truss teachers, it is the framework, tandaan na, it is a framework made of connected triangles. Made of connected triangles to spread weights evenly. It makes down yung pinaka-roof niya maging strong. Kasi 'di ba, for example, this is a roof. Depende kasi yan, carpentry tayo, no? So, yan, sa mga part na yan, merong pang support dyan para mas tumibay. Okay? So, yun yung tinatawag nating framework na they made of connected triangles spread weight evenly, it makes the roof strong. Okay? So, yun po ang tamang sagot. Truss. Okay? Truss is the correct answer. Hindi po si rafter. Maliwanag. Ulitin natin. Si Gers, horizontal beam, nagsusupport ng wall. Si Porlins naman, horizontal member, naka-resting. Okay, naka-hold po siya saan? Sa rafter. Kamali si Porlins. Si rafter, it is the slope beams that support rope covering single members. Okay, sa beams. For example, ayan, yung dito. Okay, so, teachers, the answer is letter C, truss. Alam niyo na yung mga beam. Kung sa masonry, ito yung mga nakapaganyan sa taas, beam. Pag nilagyan yung pag ganito, ito yung tawag dito. For example, ito yung bahay ninyo. Dito may daanan ng tubig. So, anong tawag sa sumasala sa tubig? Tawag dyan, concrete gutter. Yung mga bilog dyan na may butas papunta sa baba, anong tawag dyan? Downspout. Kasi yun yung PVC na sasala papunta sa baba para hindi ma-stuck yung tubig. So, ang tawag dyan sa sumasala na tubig na yan is it a concrete gutter. So, ito mga beam ito. Kung makikita nyo yung bahay nyo, yung mga poste dyan na beam. So, yun yung tawag dyan. Okay po? So, asset are normally recorded at. Okay? So, teachers, asset are normally recorded at cost, appraised value, market value, management estimate value. So, saan ba nire-record ang asset? Teachers, saan ba nire-record ang asset? Anong Tagalog ng asset? Ari-arian. Sorry na, guys. Ayan. So, teachers, magkakaano tayo pre-live discussion only Saturday and Sunday lang. Okay, yun lang yung time ko nakakapag-discuss ako dito sa Maestra Bicolana TL Itambayan Facebook page. Okay? Pero kung gusto nyong ma-access lahat ng discussion namin, pwede nyo pong ma-access yun pag nagpa-member po kayo sa YouTube channel. Okay, so yung mga discussion namin dun sa mga kasama sa exclusive review. Okay? So, dito, the answer is cost. Okay? Nire-record po yan as a cost. Okay? Si appraised value po, teachers, mali po siya because this is an estimated worth. Okay? Estimated worth po ito si appraised value. Hindi po siya sa amount paid. Okay po, it is not used for initial recording. Okay, mali po si letter B. Si letter C, market value, teachers, it is the price if sold today. Yung mga price na na-sold today. So, they have a changes often and not used for regular recording. Okay? So, hindi po siya for regular recording. So, letter D naman, management estimated value, is it wrong? Because it is a subjective guess, not the reliable or allowed to official record. So, ang asset po, it is normally recorded at cost. Okay, bakit? Cost is under accounting rules. Okay, nasa accounting rules po yan. Okay, asset are recorded at the actual amount paid to acquire them. So, this is the standard and required practices, lalo na sa entrepreneurship, na ang asset inire-record natin sa cost. Okay, so the answer is letter A. Next, which financial report measure result for a period of time? Again, which financial report measure result for a period of time? A. Balance sheet. B. Income statement. C. Trial balance. Or letter D. All of the listed answers. So what is the correct answer, teachers? Is it A, B, C, or D? So ano po ang tamang sagot dito? Saan po natin is A nilalagay yan? Okay. Which financial report measure the result for a period of time? Balance sheet ba, income statement, trial balance, or all of the listed answer? Okay, teachers? Unang tanggalin natin si letter D, no? Kasi si all of the listed answer, it is only nire-record natin sa income statement. Okay, so it is on the income statement fits po yan, teachers, dito sa letter B, listed answers. Okay, so next is si trial balance naman, teachers. Mali po siya, no? Kasi pag sinabi nating trials, it is a list of account balance. Okay, listahan ito ng lahat ng account balances on a single date. So, ginagamit po natin ito only to para ma-check natin yung math accuracy, not the result over a time. Okay, ang tinatanong is the result for a period time. So, mali po si trial balance. So, ang sagot is income statement. Okay. So, balance sheet, is it wrong? Kasi ang pinag-usapan natin is the financial report. So, pasok po yan saan? Sa income statement. So, ito, si letter D, ang parte po siya ng income statement, like I said kanina, no? So, balance sheet, teachers, ang pinapakita po ni balance sheet, it is show yung pinaka-asset mo, aside of asset, the liabilities, liabilities plus the equity na sinasabi natin. Okay, nasa balance sheet po yan. So, it means si asset, si liabilities, and also the equity, it is a specific point in time. Okay, naka-specific point in time po siya, not over a period. Okay, so kaya mali si letter A. Okay, so income statement is the correct answer. Kasi pag sinabi nating income statement, it is a summary. Okay, summaries na po yan ng mga revenues, expenses, and also yung mga profit loss for a period of time. One of the example, teachers, yung a month or year na tinatawag natin. So, nasa income statement na po yan. Maliwanag po? So, teachers, which financial report measure for a period of time, ang sagot po dyan is income statement. Kasi sa income statement, it is the summary of revenues, expenses, and also the profit loss for a period of time. Example, yung month and year. So, nakapalog po yan sa letter B. Okay, next. An ordinary radio can be toned to different station. The electronic component responsible for this function is the blank. A. Toning capacitor. B. Oscillator coil. C. IF transformer. Or letter D. Detector diode. So what is the correct answer, teachers? An ordinary radio can be toned to different station so that the electronic component responsible for this function is the blank. A. Toning capacitor. B. Oscillator coil. C. IF transformer. Or letter D. Detected diode. So what is the correct answer here? Is it A, B, C, or D? Okay? So unang tanggalin natin, teachers, si letter D. Detector diode. Si detector diode, siya po ang nag-e-extract. Okay, detector diode, siya po ang nag-e-extract ng audio signal. Siya yung nag-e-extract ng audio signal, mga ka-warriors. Okay, signals from a radio wave, mula sa radio wave. Okay, so yun po si detector diode. Okay, so hindi po siya fourth tone. Okay, kaya mali po siya. Kasi ulitin natin, ano nga po sa detector diode? It is the extract of audio signals from the radio wave. Hindi po siya for the tone. Ang tinatanong is the ordinary radio can be toned to different station. So, anong electronic components daw ang responsable for this function? Okay, so ang tamang sagot, walang iba from the word tone, toning, capacitor. Okay, oscillator teacher's coil, itong si oscillator coils, it is generate. Siya naman yung nagge-generates ng teachers, yung signal frequency. Siya yung nagde-generate ng signal frequency. Okay, yun yung tatandaan nyo ha, oscillator, they can generate the signal frequency so it does not select the station sa radio tone into different station. IF transformer teachers, it is the process of signal at fixed frequency after toning. So it is not for selecting station. Same with letter B, C, and D. Okay, so the answer is letter A. Toning capacitor, so you will adjust the frequency to select different station directly. So it is responsible for toning. Maliwanag po. So yun po ang ginagalaw natin. Next, if systematic diagram show the interconnection of components and a circuit by a symbols, then what is represented in a block diagrams? A. It show the part number of the components. B. It show current flows. C. It represent operational flow of the circuit from one section to another showing the function of each section. D. It show actual wiring. Again, if systematic diagram show the interconnection of components in a circuit by symbols, then what is represented in a block diagram? A. It show the part number of the components. B. It show current flow. C. It represent operational flow of the circuit from one section to another showing the function of each section. Letter D. It show actual wiring connection. So ano ba ang schematic diagram? Okay, di ko na naman makita yung kulay red. Okay. So ano bang re-represent dito? Okay, so unang tatanggalin is letter A. Kasi elimination method nga pinapractice ko sa inyong strategy. It showed the part of a number components. Bakit mali? Part of the numbers appears if part list or schematic diagrams, not a block diagrams. Mali po ito. Ang tanong, then, what is represented in a block diagram? Hindi naman schematic ang pinakapunto. Ang pinakapunto, teachers, is the block diagram. Again, if a systematic diagram show the interconnection of component in a circuit by symbols, then, ano naman ang nire-represent ni diagrams, ni block diagrams? So, ang sagot is letter C. Sa letter B, it show current flow, mare. Kasi ang current flow po, it is shown in schematic or wiring diagrams. Okay, pang wiring po ito tsaka schematic sa diagram. Hindi po siya aligned with block diagram. So, si block diagram is the correct answer. And letter D, mali. Kasi it is show actual wiring connection, mali po siya. Kasi si show actual wiring connection, nasa wiring diagram po ito. Pag pinapakita yung wiring connection, wiring diagram po yan. Kaya mali. So, hindi po siya for block diagram. Okay, so the answer is letter C. Okay, so block diagrams, it is uses boxes and arrows to show how each functional parts relates and also how signal moves through the system. Yun po ang process ni block diagram. Kaya tama po si letter C. Kasi sabi ni letter C, it represents operational flow of the circuit from one section to another showing the function of each diagram. So yun po ang function ni block. Okay, pag schematic diagram, pinapakita niya yung symbols. Pag wiring diagram, ipinapakita niya po yung actual wiring connection. So, para mas madaling maintindihan natin. Pag block diagram naman, ipinapakita niya yung operational flow of the circuit. Okay, so that's why letter C is the correct answer. Next, working efficiently is good working habits. Feigning the tip of a soldering iron refers to A. Cleaning the tip with a sandpaper. B. Making a tip pointed. C. Cutting the tip. Or letter D. Applying plaques to the tip. So what is the correct answer, teachers? Ano po ba ang punto ng tanong? Cleaning the tip of soldering iron. The answer is walang magkakamali. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The answer is letter D. Applying plaques to the tip. Okay, so that's the correct answer. A, B, C is wrong. So, si cleaning the tip with sandpaper, it is wrong. Magkakaroon po ng damages. Saan? Sa plating. So, kumbaga, proper cleaning uses a damp sponge or wire cleaner. So, yun po ang panggamit natin. Pag ginamit po natin si sandpaper, magkakaroon ng damages sa plating ng tip ng ng soldering iron natin. Making a tip pointed, it is wrong because tip shape is determined by design. Okay, nakadetermine po ito sa design or filing, not for thinning the tip. Okay, cutting the tip, it is wrong because hindi po natin pwedeng ikat ang tip niyan. Kasi pag kinat natin, hindi magkakaroon ng heat transfer. Kamali po si letter C. So, letter D is the correct answer, teachers, kasi applying plaques to the tip, it is the thinning means coating. Nag-coating tayo saan? Sa tip with a thin layer of solder. So, it contains what? Plaques. Para saan? To improve the heat transfer and prevent oxidation. So, based on the statement of the point of the question, siya po ang connected. Siya yung pinupunto. So, the answer is letter D. Okay, next one. Okay, next one. This common cause of an erratic or distorted sound of transistor radio is defective. Ito, common cause of erratic or distorted sound daw of transistor radio is defective. Saan siya pasok? Is it amplifier? Is it volume control? Is it antenna? Or letter D, toner? So, pag nagkakaroon, teachers, ng erratic or distorted sound, ang problem po niyan is sa volume control. Maliwanag po ba? Hindi po pwedeng sa amplifier kasi ang amplifier, if detective sound is usually missing, nawala, too weak, or totally distorted, not erratic, or intermittent, sa amplifier na yon. Okay, so si letter C naman, teachers, antenna, ang naapektuhan nito yung signal strength and also yung reception of clarity. So, ang causes po ng antenna magkakaroon ng weak signal or noise, not a distorted or erratic sound when station is already toned. Okay, kaya po mali si antenna. Si toner naman, teachers, it is cause difficulty in selecting the station. Okay, magkakaproblema po tayo pag nag-select na tayo ng station or drifting the signal. So, hindi po si toner ang pinaka-main reason for erratic sound while playing. So, sa volume control po yan. Bakit? Because volume control, it is a variable resistors. When worn or dirty, madumi. Okay, so pag madumi po ang volume control, so automatic, teachers, it creates loose contact causing of scratchy, nagkakaroon ng scratchy. So, it cutting in and out or nagkakaroon po siya ng erratic sound. So, this is the common cause na nangyayari. Okay, so sa volume control po yan. Okay po, teachers. So, next question. Okay, so this is the last question, teachers. So, an electronic device that is basically micro-sized components consists of some resistors, capacitors, diode, and transistors all cemented to microcircuit. Again, an electronic device that is basically micro-sized component consists of some resistors, capacitors, diode, and transistors, all cemented to a microcircuit. So, ang pagpipilian natin is apat lang naman. A, integrated circuit. B, CMOS. C, MOSFET, or letter D, GFET. So, what is the correct answer here? Okay. So, ang sagot dito, teachers, is the integrated circuit, no? So, letter B is wrong. CMOS, it is a type of technology used in making circuit. So, it is not a complete component with all those part combined. Okay? Integrated circuit lahat yan. Okay, kamali si letter B. So, si letter si letter C naman, MOSFET, it is a single type of transistor. Okay, single type of a transistor po ito, not a combination. Ayan, no, marami sila based on the point of the question. Letter D, isa rin po siya sa type of resistor, so it does not included in resistors and capacitors. No, hindi siya naka-include. So the answer here is integrated circuit. Kasi sa integrated circuit, teachers, it is a tiny chip. Okay, tiny chip po siya that contains resistors, capacitors, diode, and also the transistors built together on one small circuit. That's why, based on the point of the question, si letter A is the correct answer. Kasi itong tatlong to, part din po siya ng integrated circuit. So, that's all, teachers. I hope you learn a lot for this live discussion. Pwede nyo po itong mapanood, teachers. Saan? Sa aking YouTube channel. Okay, so nagtatanong sa aking YouTube channel, kindly search Maestra Bicolana TLE Tambayan Let Online Review. So, makikita nyo po ito sa video. Kasi yung mga nasa live, karamihan po doon is naka-membership. Okay, so itong video natin dito ngayon is mapapanood nyo po ulit sa ating YouTube channel, sa video. Okay po. So, thank you, Sir Randy. Ma'am Miriam Atines Calona, thank you for the stars. And Ma'am Bia Marcelo. So, ayan, thank you so much. Maraming salamat po, mga ka-warriors. And then, mamaya, we are discussing sa aking YouTube channel is the general education. Okay, doon po ako magdi-discuss sa Gen Ed. Okay, so dito sa Maestra Bicolana TLE Tambayan, we have promo package, no? So ano yung promo package doon? So we have majorship, including na po doon yung Prop Ed and Gen Ed. So sa majorship po natin, nakaseparate po yan. Monday is ICT, Tuesday is AFA, Wednesday is Home Economics, Thursday is Industrial Arts, and Friday is TVT Ed. Okay, so kahit home economics major po kayo, pwede po kayong umattend sa ICT. Lahat po kayo a-attend. Bakit? During the actual examination, meron pong actual and exploratory courses na lalabas sa mismong exam ninyo. Hindi lahat ng question, porket ICT kayo or home economics, is home economics lang ang lalabas doon. Hindi po. Meron at merong lalabas dyan na mixed competencies align sa TLE. So, ayan, teacher, another pa. Just search in PRC yung pinaka-latest TOS or Table of Specification. Although may mga nagsasabi na hindi naman daw nasusunod yung TOS, yung Table of Specification. As let takers, you need to follow it. Walang masama kung susundin ninyo. Ayaw nun, madadagdagan pa ang kaalaman natin. Kasi hindi natin mapipredict kung anong gagawin ni PRC. Mas maganda, alam natin yung TOS. Ano ba yung mga aaralin ko? 'Di ba? Mas magandang prepared tayo. Okay? Kaya lagi kong sinasabi, before you review, you need to plan. Alam mo yung goal mo. Okay, may plano ka na. Kaya tandaan nyo teachers, ako nagsasabi po ako, nandito po ako to conduct some tips to help you to pass the board exam. So, like I said kanina, pwede nyong bisitahin sa PRC yung TOS ng new curriculum ng TLE and TVT Ed Majorship. So, tandaan po teacher, sa board ha, still mix ang atake. May mga makakasama kayo dyan or kasamang question align with the different areas ng TLE. Pero pag TVT Ed kayo, under kayong new curriculum, talagang mix. Lahat aaralin nyo. Lalo na po sa industrial arts. Ang industrial arts ay meron ng SMAW, yung sa welding and air conditioning. Oh. Last year daw, ang sabi ng mga bata, ng mga lot takers, karamihan sa ICT troubleshooting. So, you need to, to review. Walang masama, no, kung susunod tayo dun sa nabasa natin under the PRC. Okay? So, mas malalamanan yung knowledge natin, mag-e-expand at mag-e-explore. So, teachers, thank you so much sa pakikinig sa Maestra Bicolana TLE Tambayan. So, mamaya po, kita-kits sa ating YouTube channel. Thank you and God bless. Bye. Bye-bye, TLE Warriors. Bye-bye. So, ayan, magpapakita na ako, guys. Hello! Ayan. So, nagpakita na si Ma'am Grace, no? So, mamaya po. Okay. Pag 2020 po kayo graduate, ma'am, under, ako 2017. Okay, ma'am. Ask repeater ko po ay 2020 graduate po ako. Ang last exam nyo po, Ma'am Jackie, is May 2020. Tapos TLE major ka. So, ma'am, under old curriculum kayo. So, doon po kayo sa TLED. Kasi ang TVT Ed, under po yan sa mga new curriculum. Yung mga new curriculum, ito po yung mga kumuha ng kurso na Bachelor of Technical Vocational Teacher Education. Pero pag TLE, yung Technology and Livelihood Education under the old curriculum, dyan po kayo sa TLED. Okay. So, under kayo sa old curriculum, so we have 4 choices doon. ICT, Agriculture, Home Economics, and Industrial Arts. So, teachers, kung magtatanong kayo kung ano ba sa apat ang pagpipilian dyan, hindi ko po kayo masasagot. Kasi si PRC lang po ang makakasagot niyan kung saan po kayo i-assign. Depende po yan sa dami ng subject ninyo or learning areas ninyo. Kung for example, ang marami kang pinag-aralan is agriculture, tinitingnan kasi ni PRC yung mismong subject area based sa TOS. Okay? Pero ma'am, ang ma-assure ko lang po sa inyo, under po kayo sa old curriculum, TLED, so by pagpipilian po kayo doon na 4. ICT, AFA, Home Economics and Agriculture. So, si PRC po ang mag-a-assign sa inyo. So, ngayon, much better na pumunta po kayo sa mismong PRC para alamin. Kasi tinitingnan nila ang TOR, yung transcript of record po ninyo. Sila po ang nag-a-assign. Okay? So, kung marami kang subject doon na Home Economics, matik, maki-assign ka sa Home Economics, nakadepende po. Okay po, teachers? So, I hope nasagot ko po. Okay? So, if you have any question naman, willing naman akong sumagot, PM nyo na lang po ako. Okay po, teachers? That's all. Thank you and God bless.